taking on the Lakers. For the Miami Heat, the goal is to get better each and every time they take the floor, continuing to build their chemistry and connection, the unspoken bond that yields victory. Lakers Heat is next, right after this. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this Saturday afternoon presentation of NBA basketball, right here on 2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thanks very much. In this era of player empowerment, no aspect is more important than their determination to make sure their voices are heard. As continued cases of social injustice come to light, they refuse to simply shut up and dribble, if you get my meaning. Instead, they're using their platform to effect change. Kevin, it's a movement among some very determined players.
Much needed indeed, David. Thank you. We've got a primetime interconference rivalry, Greg. What do you expect to see here tonight?
Could be a feeling out process early, but I do think once the teams get going, expect it to be physical and contentious.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Caldwell Pope, and it's Harrell in at the pivot, manning the middle. And for Miami, in the middle, it's Olynyk and Adebayo. Robinson is out there with Dragic, and it's Butler in at the three, the small forward. It'll be the Heat off the tip. And here's Dragic. Pass to Adebayo. Butler against LeBron. Outside Dragic. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Dragic has got the first bucket of the game with the three for Miami. To the middle. Here's Harrell. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
Beautiful pass. LeBron, fun to watch. Intelligent, outstanding read.
Well, you know, teams look for +6s. Players whose wingspans exceed their height by a half foot. Montrezl Harrell is a 6'7" player with a 7'4" wingspan. If you're struggling with the math, ladies and gentlemen, that's a +9.
And between his length and his athleticism, Montrezl Harrell well suited for that role of small ball center, Greg, in today's NBA.
Yeah, I mean, he's fearless. Even giving up a few pounds, a few inches, he'll go right at you and making steady improvements as a rebounder year over year.
Schroeder passes to James. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Yes, that goes in.
See, in the past, the contact might have discouraged Davis, but now he plays right through it.
Outside Robinson. Pass to Adebayo. Over Harrell. And Adebayo gets it to go on the assist by Robinson.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Schroeder passes to Davis. Shoots over Olynyk. They get it back.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
Dragic. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Here's Schroeder. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Olynyk.
And you know, Dennis Schroeder, from the moment he came into the league, showed tremendous confidence. He's never been the type to back down.
This is his first free throw of the game. Schroeder hits them both.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Outside Butler. Back to Dragic. Harrell against Adebayo. He kicks it to Dragic. With the floater and the Oh, my goodness.
Did you see
what a
that
play?
one, Kevin? Unbelievable.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Schroeder looking around. Rebound by Olynyk. For Miami, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Floats it up for Adebayo, and Adebayo throws it down.
Wonderful play. With that long wingspan and huge hands, Adebayo catches and finishes with ease.
Schroeder passes to Harrell. Excellent D that time from Robinson. And it's Miami's ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Pass to Olynyk. Out to the right wing. 6 on the shot clock. Butler against James. Butler, no good. Lakers trail by 8. Davis, the pass to Caldwell Pope. And he uses the glass on the layup.
All heart from Caldwell Pope there, using every ounce of strength to muscle that shot in.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And for everything that Anthony Davis does on the floor, you can't forget about his defense. Still an elite level defender, guards multiple positions and turns away a number of shots.
And some changes here for the Heat. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Jimmy Butler. Tyler Hero comes in for Duncan Robinson. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Goran Dragic. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Marc Gasol's checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Kyle Kuzma comes in for LeBron. Matthews, he's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dennis Schroeder. And Davis gets a lot of blocks without getting in foul trouble. About a 1-to-1 ratio for him in his career.
Incredible, and he's done a great job of learning how to go straight up, playing vertical, gets blocks but doesn't get pulled out of position, does everything you want from a defensive anchor.
Here's Iguodala following the basket by Anthony Davis, and Olynyk kicks to Nunn. Here's Adebayo. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots, off to a good start.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Davis. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on Olynyk.
Those are the plays Davis is capable of making. Much more confident and stronger than what he was when he came into this league.
Lakers shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Olynyk.
The former #1 overall pick, Anthony Davis, does a great job of representing this franchise. Makes big plays on both ends of the floor.
Now here's Butler. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Iguodala, no good.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
It's tipped. And now in transition, here we go. Iguodala to the left wing. Tries again. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
He has big-time confidence. Tyler's a decisive shooter who doesn't hesitate when he gets a look.
Guys, Bam Adebayo getting it done for Miami. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll return shortly. Well, Greg, we know he's already a solid scorer, but Kyle Kuzma spoke to us before the game about evolving his game.
The biggest area of growth would definitely be on the defensive end and my playmaking ability. This year, I'm just trying to be a consistent defender, find my teammates because I have so much attention offensively. So, I think those are 2 areas.
Now, having played with superstars, Kuzma is learning what it takes to win.
He's getting only so many shots per game. So I applaud him for finding other ways to contribute to his team with an eye toward the greater goal.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
And you know this, most of the time, offensive rebounds generate high percentage looks.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. They've got Iguodala. Jimmy Butler is out there with Adebayo. Then there's Avery Bradley. And it's Hero in at the 2 spot. Shot clock at 6. Here's Caruso, defended by Butler. Caruso, no good. The Heat leading by 7 to the paint. That one falls, his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having a guard the three-point line.
And some changes here for the Heat. Duncan Robinson comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Dragic in for Tyler Hero. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Gasol. James comes in for Anthony Davis. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Alex Caruso.
You have to pay attention to Butler when he's flying toward the basket for an alley-oop.
Steve, the days of Avery Bradley being a scorer are probably over. I mean, he scored in the mid-teens, we know that, but now I think they value his defense as much as his scoring.
You're right, Kevin. Avery Bradley will rely on his athleticism, especially to get to the rim to score. With his injuries and changing situation, the chances, they just haven't been there. But he's still an effective player. We just won't see his scoring outbursts as often.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. And before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. The league continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. Guys?
Outstanding, David. Thank you. Adebayo passes to Dragic. Back to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Bam is cooking right now. Once he flips this switch, he's tough to slow down.
Lakers trail by 15. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Down low, here's Butler. That one doesn't drop. And it's the Lakers the other way. Schroeder outside. They get it again. Caldwell Pope. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
And part of an overall effort for Kentavious going for higher percentage shots. That time working inside.
And the Heat call time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Olenek, he's checked in for Miami. Kendrick Nunn comes in for Avery Bradley. Double team on Adebayo. Robinson, that's good.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Lakers trail by 15. Schroeder outside. The drive by James. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Steve, one thing I always think of when I watch LeBron, how much fun it must be to be a teammate of his.
You know, Kevin, I wish I could have played with a guy like LeBron James. You get so many open looks and easy finishes with him on the court. One of the easiest superstars to play with, bar none.
You know, Steve, one thing you admire about LeBron, how he shapes a possession for his team. He'll create situations where he gets a mismatch or helps his teammate find one.
You know, Kevin, LeBron will use his high screens to just kind of shuffle defenders, make them think. Once he sees an opportunity, he'll pounce all over it. You can see him do this the most at the end of close games. A guy who's won almost every award in the book. LeBron does as much for the NBA off the court as he does on it.
And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. It's a 13-point game. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
The problem with keeping AD off the glass, he times his jump so well, a graceful athlete in action.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Nunn passes to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Lakers trail by 13. James outside. Got it. Good job in the low post. James has got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, this is where LeBron wants to go. Almost unstoppable once he gets the ball in the painted area.
And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Here's Adebayo. Off the inbound. He lays it in. Adebayo's got 20 points.
Beasting inside. Adebayo can bully you. And he's also added some finesse.
And so it's the Miami Heat looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style. Jimmy, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Bam Adebayo had it going on in the first quarter. He had 20 points. And in the city of Miami, plenty of recreation, I guess you could say. But Shaq, the culture of this team is all about hard work.
And not only that, Ernie, it's about that FTP.
What's that?
Fitness, toughness,
Oh.
physicality. Goes from the top all the way down.
Wow. And Jimmy Butler, they found a star that fits that mold. Not everyone does that.
What is that place that a lot of people like to go down there south? I've heard a lot about it. I've never been there.
Yeah, you're missing it, brother.
You
What's
might
up,
wanna
Miles?
stay home, man.
Prime 112,
Who around the NBA has not been to South Beach?
Me.
You own South Beach.
You will miss the South Beach.
All right.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Bam Adebayo in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Basketball 101. You've got to put a body on him. Unfortunately, that's a fundamental that's gone by the wayside.
Checking out the group for Frank Vogel to start the second half. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Caldwell Pope out there with Dennis Schroeder. And Harrell's in at the 5 spot. Dragic the pass to Robinson. Butler against LeBron. Just 5 to shoot.
And taken with the 30th pick back in 2011, Jimmy Butler went from 15th man in Chicago, riding the end of the bench, to franchise player in the course of 4 seasons.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. Free throw, good Butler.
What you have with Jimmy Butler is a guy who can guard 1 through 4, and sometimes even the 5.
And so Butler nails both of them. Lakers trail by 13. LeBron with it. He has 6. And the dunk by James.
Somebody's got to rotate over, but who wants to step in front of LeBron?
And Greg, it seemed in Chicago and Minnesota maybe Jimmy Butler wore out his welcome. Philadelphia, they had him and they had to juggle multiple stars. But, man, Miami, the Heat handed him the keys, and he has taken off.
And, Kevin, he's shown himself worthy, lifting them to a top seed in the East and himself into the MVP conversation.
Schroeder against Dragic and finished off by Davis.
You won't find a much better alley-oop partner. AD flying to the rim.
And the Heat call time here. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment. But the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
To the inside, here's Adebayo. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Davis with it. Robinson picks him up. Davis, the pass to Schroeder. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Outside Butler, inside, and Adebayo throws it down.
I love how Jimmy Butler let the play develop, how he's learned to trust his vision.
It's Schroeder with the drive. Here's Harrell, and there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Harrell's got 4 points now in the quarter. The Heat leading by 9. Outside Robinson, and there's the pass to Adebayo. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
You see the offense coming around for Adebayo. Entered the league with raw skills, but he's had the benefit of great coaching.
To the inside, Harrell. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Harrell's got 8 points.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Here's Dragic. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Ooh, tough-minded. I love the concentration right there. Potential and one for going.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Miami. Tyler Hero comes in for Duncan Robinson. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Marc Gasol's checked in for Harrell. Kyle Kuzma comes in for James. Matthews, he's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dennis Schroeder. Kuzma inside. Defended by Butler. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Jimmy Butler.
It's not just the size of AD, it's the quickness. Allows him to beat defenders in traffic, forcing fouls.
Kendrick Nunn, he's checked in for Goran Dragic. And both free throws good for Davis.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
Right side, Butler. Bounce pass from Adebayo. 6 to shoot. Nunn passes to Adebayo. Double team on Adebayo. The tray, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Kuzma outside. Outside Matthews. Shot clock at 5. Bank shot, no good.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
And Caruso's got the ball here for Los Angeles, trailing by 10. Kuzma outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And the former Utah Ute, Kyle Kuzma, can play either forward spot. Has a good blend, Smitty, of size and speed.
Yes, Kevin, but right now I prefer him at the 4. The reason why, he can stretch the floor, but he can tack a lot of those big forwards. And his shooting, it will get consistent as the years go on.
Bradley's checked in for Miami. And both free throws good for Kuzma. When Kuzma first entered the league, the Lakers were a rebuilding team. Now, Greg, he's one of the more experienced pieces on this team.
And Kuzma's made the most of it, switching to a learning role. Tries to absorb as much as he can from the vets. And he does everything he can to pick their brain and improve on those little things in terms of championship caliber basketball.
Here's Caruso. And he comes up with the deuce. Caruso's got his first 2 points. Miami leading by 6.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
That's a 2 from Butler. No good. And so it's the Miami Heat with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll get right back to the action when we return. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You see why they trust him with the ball in his hands. He can make the simple play, and he can pull off the spectacular.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Jimmy Butler is out there with Adebayo. Then there's Avery Bradley. Then it's Kendrick Nunn. And it's Hero in at the 3 spot. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Lakers trail by 6. Here's Davis. Kuzma kicks to Caruso. Gasol against Nunn. And Gasol gets it to go. Gasol's got the fourth quarter started here with buckets for Los Angeles. Down low. And it's Butler with the jam.
Continues to develop as a playmaker. It's nice to see Tyler Hero create for others.
Los Angeles calls timeout, and you look at Adebayo. What a contribution.
Good decision to regather. Talk it over. Your main concern now is how to slow this guy down on the offensive end.
A different look for Miami. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Butler. Robinson is subbed in for Kendrick Nunn. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Harrell, he's checked in for Gasol. James comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Alex Caruso. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Frank Vogel talk to his team during the break. He said he just wants them to play faster. It feels like they've been too lackadaisical with the ball and that their aggressiveness just isn't there right now. Kevin, back to you.
Hero, no good. Lakers trail by 6. Great D that time from Adebayo. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Hero passes to Adebayo. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
The Heat making a switch here. Dragic is checked in. Schroeder kicks to James. Davis inside. He's against Olynyk. Yep, that one goes.
You see the weight that AD's added to his frame over the years. Now invites contact.
Here's Hero. Outside for Robinson. Unloads. Miami no good on that time either.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Schroeder against Dragic. Double team on Adebayo. Hero. Offensive rebound Heat. And Davis sends it back.
Good job by AD, not giving up on the play. Tracking the ball, blocking the shot. Appreciate the hustle.
To the paint to take the lead. That shot by Caldwell-Pope, no good.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Hero, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Back to Davis. This one for 3. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got assist number 5 here tonight.
He lives for moments like this because he wants to be the guy to hit the clutch shot.
Timeout called, the Heat. They're behind by 2. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Anthony Davis.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Butler, he's checked in for Tyler Hero. Bounce pass, Dragic. Looking to end the run. And he overshot that one, missing. Lakers have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field.
As the stakes start to rise throughout a game, your stars have to rise to the occasion. Big shot by Anthony Davis.
Butler against Davis. Butler passes to Adebayo. Three-pointer. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Butler.
Responsibility all on Jimmy Butler. He stepped up to the plate on that one.
And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Good work there as it goes. Davis has got 13 points here in the second half alone.
This just in. AD is not going to buckle up and fold. He's unafraid of the moment.
And it's Butler missing. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 14-5 run here. LeBron against Olynyk. The drive by James, and no good that time. And it's Miami the other way. Here's Butler. Yes!
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Butler against LeBron. Pass to Schroeder. Loads it up for Davis. He doesn't hit that one.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Timeout called, the Heat. They're trailing by 1. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
These are the plays that people remember. I can't wait to see what he has devised.
And the rejection by James.
On the ball, off the ball, LeBron can really protect the rim.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And that's an intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Huge shots. Tremendous job stepping up in a big way for them at the stripe.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
This is where you want to run a play. Don't just walk it up and heave it.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And the second of 2 is good. That gives them a 4-point cushion. And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative.